You walked in for one thing. You left spending 3 times more than you planned. And the strangest part? You felt good about it. That wasn't an accident. That was architecture. By the end of this, you'll understand a specific psychological mechanism that retailers, luxury brands, and even online stores use to make prices feel justified, sometimes even cheap, without changing the number itself. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Here's a scenario you've lived without knowing it. You're standing in a store. 2 bottles of wine. One costs $12, one costs $38. You're not a sommelier. You can't actually tell the difference, but something pulls you toward the $38 bottle, not because of the taste, because of what the $12 bottle made it feel like. That feeling has a name, and it goes deeper than just anchoring. Psychologists call it the scarcity signal, but not the kind you're thinking, not limited stock banners, not countdown timers. This is subtler, invisible. It operates below conscious awareness, which is exactly why it works so well on intelligent people. Here's the mechanism. Your brain doesn't evaluate price in isolation. It evaluates price relative to perceived effort, exclusivity, and context. When something is hard to find, difficult to access, or positioned alongside premium alternatives, your brain interprets the friction as proof of value. The signal isn't the price, the signal is everything surrounding the price. Think about it like this. Imagine water. Tap water is free, and you barely notice it, but hand someone a frosted glass bottle with a mountain logo, serve it at a white tablecloth restaurant, and suddenly that same hydrogen and oxygen feels worth $9. Nothing changed inside the bottle. Everything changed around it. That's the invisible scarcity signal. Manufactured context that tells your brain, this is rare, this is elevated, this deserves what they're asking. Now here's where it gets counterintuitive, and this is the part most people miss entirely. Stores don't just use scarcity to make expensive things feel worth it, they use it to make you feel worth it for choosing them. The signal isn't really about the product, it's about your identity. When you buy the $38 wine, you're not just buying wine, you're buying a story about the kind of person who buys $38 wine. Retailers know this. They're not selling products, they're selling self-perception at a markup. So how do you protect yourself and actually use this knowledge? First, pause before the purchase. Ask yourself, am I responding to the product or to everything surrounding it? Lighting, packaging, placement. These are decisions made by a team of psychologists, not decorators. Second, strip the context mentally. Imagine the same item in a plain white box with no branding. Would you still want it at that price? That question cuts through almost every retail illusion instantly. Third, notice the anchor item. In almost every retail display, there's one item priced absurdly high, not to be sold, but to make everything near it feel reasonable. Find the anchor, then find the real value. Fourth, watch your identity narrative. The moment you think, this is just who I am, or I deserve this while shopping, stop. That's not you talking, that's the signal working. Here's the reframe that changes everything. Awareness isn't cynicism. Knowing how perception is engineered doesn't mean you stop buying things you love. It means you buy them consciously because they genuinely serve you, not because a stranger in a boardroom decided how your brain should feel in aisle 7. The most expensive thing in any store isn't on the shelf. It's the moment you stopped thinking for yourself.